What's going on, you guys? This is Zach here. Welcome back to another album review. This time I am still continuing the Breaking Benjamin discography reviews. Of course now we get to what I'd like to say is my favorite Breaking Benjamin album. Phobia. That's right. I love this album. I don't think it's not only the best Breaking Benjamin album, but it's definitely a great hard rock album, because I know sometimes Breaking Benjamin, they can put out some good albums, don't get me wrong, but I think they're good for Breaking Benjamin albums. I just don't think they're good for just any other hard rock album. But with Phobia, it's a great hard rock album, and it is my favorite Breaking Benjamin album. A lot of you may know that. This is actually the collector's edition. If you get the collector's edition, you get the DVD that has the live performance from Breaking Benjamin. And one thing too I like about it is that they have the live show track listed. A lot of bands don't do that, but I've noticed it seems like only rock bands do that, not so much metal bands. Because I know Red did that with their deluxe edition of End of Silence. They added the track listing for the live performance. Breaking Benjamin did the same thing, so I think that's pretty neat and kind of convenient as well. Also, with the collector's edition of Phobia, you get the Diary of Jane piano version. I like to call it. It's just called the Diary of Jane in the track list, but yeah, you can think of it how you want, I guess. But this album here, Phobia, overall, I like it. It's a really good album. It has everything you want in a Breaking Benjamin album. The vocals, the instrument work, and just the atmosphere and the vibe that you get out of this album is spectacular. It's so good. And I recommend this being one of your first Breaking Benjamin albums. If you're just now getting into Breaking Benjamin, I think this is a good start. My first was Dear Agony. That was the album that got me hooked. But Phobia is not a bad album to start off with either. It's, like I said, it's my favorite one. I also recommend this album to fans of Red, fans of 3 Days Grace, fans of 1,000 Foot Crutch, and fans of Disciple. If you like any of those bands, check out Breaking Benjamin and the Phobia record. But yeah, let's get into these tracks. It has an intro. Intro is kind of pointless, but it's alright. It goes into my favorite Breaking Benjamin song ever, The Diary of Jane. That's right. This is my favorite song by Breaking Benjamin, not just on this album, but probably my favorite Breaking Benjamin song ever. The vocals, the guitar work, and just everything about it is good. It's one of Ben's best vocal performances to date from this record. His vocals are very unique in that song. Very nice. Then it goes into the track Breath. It's another really good song. It's not one of my favorites, but it's still a good song. It's pretty melodic. It has a really epic bridge too. It's a lot of great stuff in that track. Highly recommend you check it out. And then there's the track Evil Angel, which is probably my second favorite track off the record. It's so good. The guitar work really sticks out to me in that song. It's just excellent, and it has a very melodic chorus too. I really like the chorus in that track as well. Another really good track would be Until the End. Like I said, it's another really good track. The guitar work, intro in that track is very neat. Very amphic during the vocals. Just so good. The chorus is definitely excellent. I like the chorus in Until the End. Very good. And I do want to talk about the track Unknown Soldier. It's another really good song. Definitely one of my favorites. It has helicopter propeller noises at the beginning, which kind of makes sense for the title. And again, this is another track where I think Ben's vocals really shine. You know, it had, even on the bridge, especially on the bridge, it's so just great. Very good vocals. And then I'm gonna jump to the track You Fight Me. It's a very good song. It's more on the mellow side, but it still has aggressive lyrics. And if you look at the lyrics, you wouldn't guess that this would be a mellow song, but You Fight Me is actually more of a mellow song. It's not really a ballad per se, but I would compare it to the track No Games from Saturate, because that track as well is not really a ballad, but it's kind of mellow. Same thing with You Fight Me. Now the tracks are different from one another, but I don't know, it's just an example. But You Fight Me is more mellow, and I think it's good for the last official track on the album. And then the album has an outro. The outro is actually longer than the intro, just by a bit. It's not too much longer, it's only longer by a bit. And it might even be better than the intro, in my opinion. But yeah. And after the outro, if you have the collector's edition, you get the Diary of Jane piano version, which I think is just a masterpiece. I love that version of that song. It's so good. Well, that's my review for Phobia by Breaking Benjamin. So good. Like I've said multiple times, it's my favorite Breaking Benjamin album. And I don't think they can make a better album than this. I think this is the best that Breaking Benjamin's gonna get. Not that their new stuff is bad, because I don't think their new stuff's that bad, but it's clearly not as good as Phobia. Phobia is just such a darn good album, and I recommend it if you are a fan of Breaking Benjamin, especially. If you're a fan of Breaking Benjamin, you don't have this. I don't know what you're doing with yourself, but you need to buy this ASAP. If you call yourself a Breaking Benjamin fan, I mean, come on. But yeah, pretty stellar album. My favorite Breaking Benjamin album. No, I've said that multiple times, but I can't emphasize that enough. Such a good record. Definitely check into it. It's so good. Like I've said before, if you're new to Breaking Benjamin, you would like to check these guys out, definitely check out Phobia. I think it'd be a good start. But yeah, like said before, it's a darn good album, and I recommend it. Well, be sure to leave a like, comment, tell me guys what you think of the album, and subscribe if you have not done that already. And until next time, I'm out. See you guys later.